One of the things about my soul, my spirit, the essence of who I know that I am, the guardians on this planet are the Indians and the clans, okay? And Mother Earth herself, okay? We're her children, okay? That means we're connected to the Earth network, her motherboard, her energies, okay? That's higher creative intelligence, to be have a communication relationship with a goddess. Okay? That's who created this. Right? That's higher intelligence that was able to put one of these together. Right? Yeah. And I got a soul that burns a hot furnace. Okay? For the Sophia energy of the grand creator. That you don't ever want to lose that connection with that fire. That much light that we use to create a cosmos with, that is heavenly to experience. So you have different networks that your intelligence, what you're aware of, can be connected to. Correct? Correct. We shut down their intelligence network, okay, which was a computer-generated psychotronic generator. Okay, that's been shut down. That's one of the reasons why people are asking questions now like crazy, because they don't know what's going on. Hey, who's telling the truth? So I was suggesting that we all make peace with Mother Earth. As Chief Oren Lyons will tell you, as a male chief with Turtle Clan, Bear Clan, actually White Bear Clan, which is Arcturian, which is a part of the larger Bear Clan, okay, are the peacekeepers, the healers, and the teachers down here. So sometimes what I do when I work with children, because they become future adults, which become future children, and that translates through their DNA, doesn't it? So that the information that is represented by the epigenetics means that the higher evolution in spirit and energy to run high-speed waves based on that information and that intelligence network of that much creative imagination becomes what? A reality. A completely different reality. A heavenly realm. We create the heavenly realms. We know how to do that. That's what higher creative intelligence does, so that you can experience larger, how do I put this? Larger celestial bodies of highly advanced intelligence that has evolved through what it learns about its own self-discovery of what's possible. So we naturally do not want the universe that is heaven to collapse on itself. So the guardians that guard that are here. So relax. We love you. Okay? And this is particularly important right now for children to experience that through the adult community. And why I've mentioned so many times the importance, if you will, or the healing properties, the healing experiences when you take your shoes off and hug a tree. They have emotions. Did you know that? They communicate with us. Ground yourself to her network. Feel her. Feel her. And you'd be surprised that she will heal you if you don't have a spiritual communication relationship with the higher creative intelligence that is this planet. Planet Earth. She's the girl that does the physics. Okay? So when you're establishing a relationship with her, you are establishing a communication relationship with the teacher in the classroom, because this is her classroom. Okay? she set it up as a hospital, a healing center for Star Wars, so that beings that are coming in here could heal. Not only through her, but through us. So you know, as her children connected to her, we're always lit up, right? That's why we're out in nature, to go be with her. We get all her higher stuff. We come into the civilization on the snake's head, okay? I just simplify it because of the way that we define your terms and definitions, because we love to label things, put them in boxes, right? That becomes a file cabinet and an operating system. Libraries, remember, we operate off of libraries. How big is your library? It's always changing, right? That's why I don't ever say one sentence the same way again, which means you're not a Xerox machine. No, because the data is moving so fast that you're processing it, you're value tagging it through vectors of time space, right? And those become experiences that you thus become aware of, and you realize the network that you're connected with. Intelligence, higher creative intelligence, see? That's why it was not surprised to me when all of a sudden my Gmail account was all of a sudden hacked, okay? And I realized, who did this? And then all of a sudden a honeypot came on to me, and you know, you can read who it is, okay? And I said, you're NSA, right? She was honest enough to say, yeah, I am. So they would send me little telegrams from here and there when I was going between the Hawaiian Islands and Sacramento and Reno, Nevada. Hey, where are you going next? I got no idea. Obviously I sort of wrote my own timeline. I got to make sure that it's intact in order to be able to experience the victory of the light in this planet. And when I know that that has occurred, because I'll be able to map the terrain and experience that there is love being experienced everywhere on the planet, then I will know that the light has been successful in healing this planet and being full restoration mode, so to speak, right? So then I become aware of how other decisions are being made as they change, rate of change over time, as decisions are being made, and how those are all related to what everybody else is experiencing at any particular moment in time on the entire Earth plane. Even on a multidimensional basis, because it's a multidimensional war. Okay? When you begin to realize, when you collect all the data and put it all together, you begin to realize how many different levels at which this war is actually being fought. That's why when Patty Broussard told me that Laniakea was under operational security, how big is Laniakea? Scale that up in your perception, you begin to realize major problem. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of other stuff that I held in memory that I had remembered about things I know about me and what it is that I do and who I'm connected to, decisions were made. Okay, particularly when she said the Milky Way had been wiped twice. Yep, and then I'm thinking, yeah, universe killers. Yep, that's why we're here. Guardians. Right? So with that, for me, the victory's already over. It's just knowing at what point in the future, as we sequence each event to that reality in which, yeah, well, you already knew this since childhood, right? Because you know the network that you're connected with, the girl on the planet. Okay, that's higher intelligence, isn't it? That's a higher speed information network. That means that we can process data at an extremely high rate of speed. With the goddess, are you kidding? Okay. That's a big-ass library. Processing data. So you access the data at the time in which you're supposed to know the data in order to be aware of what that is on your timeline. That allows us to always be in a place where we need to be in order to do the things that we do. To do what? Be a guardian. Right? So with that, I just wanted to share that because it's sort of how it works. We begin to understand, you know, when I talk about why people are asking so many questions and you get stuff that's thrown out there that they still believe this is going to happen, that's going to happen, this is going to happen, is because they don't know. They're just not aware of it. And you put into that equation the fact that when I looked at the pie chart, breaking down the percentage of the people that are here on this planet, and how many different races that are here and beings that are wearing skin suits and 5 versions of hybrids that I'm aware of, it begin to realize that's one of the reasons why you read different energy fields or energy profiles, as I call them, of the different beings here, that you know that they're not an Indian. They're not one of her children. They're not one of me, you know, in other words, because you can just tell by the way that they, they talk about body language, how their energy field is expressing itself genetically. Okay, that's DNA. So you realize that that's a different being running that vehicle. So where are you from? What star system are you from? What are you, an android, a cyborg, a clone? Right? So, I don't go out of my way to do that with everybody, but you know that because your radar, so to speak, is picking up on the transmissions, the communication transmissions.